Hi guys, I'm Suzanne Shirley, Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus. We're here with the Freedom Team and we're doing a Work With Me Zoom. Tonight is February the 16th, 2021. We are working on populating, inviting, and pushing people, recruiting people into our 3-day challenge that starts on Monday, the 22nd. And I'm going to open up my calendar to make sure I got the date right. Yep. Monday, February the 22nd. I plan on doing an event for the new product launch / immune health. Okay. So the product launch is, I'm switching conversations here. We'll get back to the 3-day challenge messaging here in a minute. So we have a brand new product that's launching tomorrow night. And just for the record, it is 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Okay. If you want to do the Welcome to Plexus webinar, that is 1 hour prior to that. So register for that, get your new ambassadors on that or watch it yourself, one of the two. If you have brand new ambassadors that have not ever watched that, never been on the welcome calls, it's going to be really, really great. They're going to talk about tomorrow night. It's going to be a Sapphire friend of mine. She's going to talk about how to share when you just are sort of overwhelmed. You feel overwhelmed and you need to learn how to share. Okay. So new ambassadors, even if you're a silver or a gold, these timeless ideas that are in this training is going to be great. And guys, every single one of us can learn from our peers. And that means jewels learn from other jewels. You guys learn from each other. We learn from each other. I have people all over my team that have great ideas. You guys share them with me. Nobody is an island unto themselves. We all learn from each other. So I encourage you to attend the corporate calls. They are incredible. All right. So Wednesday night, we have this new product launch. It is going to be incredible. At the end of it, I have heard there is something huge going to be announced. You don't want to miss that. If you have not invited or not gotten the registration of the people that are on your team, you need to go and make sure they are registered, even if they've missed the deadline for getting the 3 sample credits. They don't want to miss this event. Now, at some point, I heard Genevieve Scory talk about how you can invite anybody to attend this launch tomorrow night. Well, I was thinking about inviting some non-ambassadors to attend the launch. And when I went to try to register them, it asked for an ambassador ID number. So that evidently is not true. You cannot invite someone that's not an ambassador to the launch. So make sure they're ambassadors that you're inviting to this, and make sure you've got your team on board. These are the most exciting times. I will tell you this product that is going to be talked about tomorrow, you're going to hear from the doctors, you're going to hear from the scientists, you're going to hear about all of the scientific evidence behind the product ingredients. This is a wellness product. I think you already know that, so I'm not telling you something you don't know. It will completely revitalize and establish sustainability in your business if you use it in this season that we're living in. It is amazing, and it will go with our other wellness products just like fits like a glove. Okay. You're going to love it. If I say any more, I'm going to be saying more about the product. So I'm going to refrain from that, but you're going to want to make sure you get on this thing and stay on it till the very end. Now, teams are doing wellness / immunity events after that on Thursday night. I'm thinking about doing one the next night, but I'm also rolling around in my head doing one on Sunday night. Thing is we have a funeral to go to on Sunday. I bet you I can be back in time for it. It's going to be, whatever it is, it's going to be an event where we have it in a Facebook group and where there's some posts and they show up like every 4 or 5 minutes. You're used to that kind of thing. So from Wednesday to Sunday, you can get your people invited to that event. All right. And I think that's going to give you plenty of time to get them there and on the event. All right. Now, the same people that you're inviting to the 3-day challenge, if they agree to go to the 3-day challenge, why can't they be on that event? Okay. So you're going to get them in both groups. The event will be in the Do Yourself a Favor group. That's obvious. The 3-day challenge is going to be in the Just 3 Days group. So now you've got them in both of our prospecting groups. Period. Boom. If you have a yes to the 3-day challenge with a sample or a yes to the 3-day challenge period, then they need to come to this event. Get them in the group at least. They can go back and look at the event posts later. There will be giveaways. We always do giveaways. So I think Sunday is a good night. I think that it's a good night for people to come to an event, especially if it's in the evening, because it is sort of a school night, but it's not a Friday night or a Saturday night where people don't show up to those, right? So that's the precursor to what I wanted to talk about. The 3-day challenge work with me that we're going to do tonight. I'm going to provide some sample verbiage messaging that you can use to send to people, but I'm also going to talk about duplication, because if all we are doing is prospecting for level 1 new ambassadors, and that's all we're doing, we are not doing ourselves the greatest service. We are in a network marketing company that is multi-level, and we build a team when we duplicate our efforts. So it's not just about going and finding someone to purchase a welcome pack and get started, and then think about sharing or share down the road. We are wanting someone to get started and talk about the products immediately with 3 people so that they can get their product paid for or help others. And also, we are going to look into our existing team. We're going to look at our existing customers. We're going to look at our existing team members, people who are active and loving their products, people who are inactive and used to take the product regularly, or at one point said yes to Plexus. There is still a lot of value in those individuals. Now, I know some of you have been in Plexus a long time on this call. Others of you are brand new. So if you're brand new and you have a small team or you have a very little team, that's okay. One day you will have a bigger team. So wherever you're hearing the messaging and ideas for duplication regarding team members, you're just going to send out more message for prospects. Okay. Now, all of us can prospect, and that's what we should all be doing. But in this case, what I really want to emphasize is a focus on duplication. So even when you're talking to a prospect, you have to be in the mindset of being bold and not thinking that you're sounding pushy. Because look, it's all in your approach. When you're talking to a prospect, you have to have the duplication thing in your head, even with a prospect. Remember, it's not just about them, it's who they know, okay? It's not just about them and their purchase and their getting started on the product. It's who do they know, all right, as well, that can do this with them and join with them and try this out with them. And all you have to do is be laid back and conversational about it. And when you are laid back and conversational about anything, it's not salesy. And especially when you're confident and you know that what you have to offer changes people's lives. So if you're confident in what you have to offer, then you will not sound salesy. You will be the kind of person who's on a mission to change the lives of other people, right? And that's all in your approach. Conversational, helpful, consultant mindset. Look, you are not a hunter, you're a farmer. Okay? A hunter goes out and chases people down to try to kill them, snatch them and kill them, right? That's what a hunter does. All right, we're going to be a farmer. We're planting seeds. We go out and we water those seeds. We go out and we water those seeds again. We wait for the sunshine to come out. Then we go out and talk to the seeds and we water the seeds some more. And eventually the harvest comes in. We are farmers. We are cultivators of relationships. We love people. We bring about great results because we focus on the needs of others. And that is the opposite paradigm of being a hunter, where you're focused on what you want, you go out and you get it and you snag it, and that's the end of it. You get the difference? And that's what we're doing. So whenever you have any kind of a conversation with anyone, have that idea of duplication in mind. Okay, so with that said, sharing my screen. There it is. Now you're going to see at the top of this what I shared last time, but we're going to get right into the verbiage. Okay, so I want to talk about duplication as it has to do with, okay, so duplication starts right from the very first time that you talk to somebody. You need to understand that. Think about that when you're in the conversation with somebody. I don't care who it is. You're thinking about, who do they know? Who do they know that's suffering with this? Who do they know that needs that? Who do you know that can have this problem fixed or have this problem solved? So treat them as if they're already an ambassador. You talk to them like we. Our event this week is blah, blah, blah. I can't wait for us to do. You need to be inclusive in the way that you speak to them. And that starts the duplication right there. So here's some great verbiage to help you ask your potentials to invite others to the challenge. This is huge, huge. Don't just invite them. Encourage them to do this with a friend or a family member. And here's an invite for a potential into the 3-day challenge. Now, I posted several other variety of different options in the last Work With Me. This one is going to focus on a few others, okay? So, hey, Kate, I'm so excited for you to try the new sampling challenge. And I was just thinking that you might have some friends or family members that might be interested in doing this with us that have big goals for their health too. Do you want to just go ahead and put them in the sampling challenge as well? So do you notice how it makes an assumption that they have people and you ask them, hey, don't you want to just go ahead and put them in there? Do you see how that's bold? That's not saying, hey, do you have 3 people that you might want to know that wants to do this with us? Nope, that's not bold. Bold is making the assumption, already assuming they know 3 people, that they're going to invite 3 people. And hey, what do you think about just going ahead and putting them in there? So this is an invite to new ambassadors, and they should automatically put into this group. Okay. Any of your new ambassadors. What's a new ambassador? Somebody that joined last month, somebody that joined 2 months ago. Still, it's a new ambassador. In other words, anybody on your team that's loving their products and has recently begun. All right. So they should automatically be put into the group and asked to invite their friends. So here's a good way you can do that with your new ambassador, with somebody that's loving their products, just getting started. Hey, Kate, who do you know that might want to learn more about these incredible products? And we can help them join us in the 3-day challenge. Okay. New customers, anybody that's trying 1 product, 2 products, anybody who bought a sample or to whom you've given a free sample. It doesn't have to be the 3-day challenge pack. It could be any kind of a sample person. And new ambassadors have to be invited and added to this challenge group. You cannot miss that, because guys, if you don't add your ambassadors to this challenge group, it cannot be used as a duplication tool. You can't duplicate yourself if you don't have your team in this group. So don't miss out on this simple, duplicable system to create massive momentum in your business. It's going to start small, but it can get bigger and bigger. All right. Now, all of this verbiage is going to go on the playback. Do you want me to put this in the comments right now? Would you like for me to put this in the comments? Okay. I see some head nods. Okay. So, hey, Kate, I'm so excited for you to try this sampling challenge. And I was just thinking that you might have some friends or family members. This is people that you're inviting to join the challenge. And I'm just wondering if you have some friends, let's go ahead and add them to the group. Okay, where's the chat box? There it is. Okay. There it is. Boom, boom. And here's to current ambassadors right here. This is current ambassadors. Okay. All right. So active level ones. If you have active level ones, what's an active level one? Somebody that's got a subscription set up. They are taking the products. They love the products. They have said they might be interested in sharing down the road, right now, later on, I don't care when. If they've never said they're interested in sharing, it doesn't matter. They love the product. Your job is to constantly be going out and helping them, serve them first. You must serve their needs first before you ask them to serve others. Okay? You have to meet their needs first. Think about it this way. If your message to one of your ambassadors on your team automatically starts without, for example, hey, Jill, do you think you might want to join us in our 3-day challenge? That we have this coming up this week. And also, do you know anybody that might want to do this with us? Okay. What's wrong with that message? The message is wrong because you need to serve them first. Hey, Jill, I'm just reaching out to you today. How are you loving your products? How are things going? When you get a second, send me a text and let me know how you're doing. I can't wait to chat with you about a few things. I'm so excited for you. Okay, you need to wait until they respond. If they don't respond, maybe you call them on the phone, meet their needs, make that connection, love on them, find out how you can serve them. How are they doing on their product? How do they love it? How can you answer a question or two? Love on them, show them you care. Have you thought about anyone that might, hey, we've got this challenge coming up. I really want to add you to this group because I think you're going to learn a lot. You're going to be inspired. You could even win a prize. Not only that, I know you have two or three friends that would love to do this with you that might want a free sample as well, or to just take a look at this. Let's just go ahead and add them to the group. What do you think? Do you see how that's more appropriate within a conversation once you have served their needs? But if you automatically, it's like sending a cold message. Would you like to get a message out of the blue that just says, hey, Suzanne, we're doing this challenge next week. Do you know anyone that would like to join us? And let's invite them to the group. You know what I'm thinking in my mind when I hear from somebody? I'm like, you're asking me to do something for you, and I don't want to do anything like that. People need to feel loved and served. Until you do that, you can't ask them for anything. All right. You can't even broach the subject. You have to give to them first. You have to serve their needs first. So that's what I have to drill into folks, because it's not normal. We have a business and we think that when we just set out and message somebody that we just need to get our objective met. The fact is we are a relationship business and we have to serve the needs of others first. Make it a personal message. I always say pick up the phone, especially if it's a level 1 ambassador. If you've been talking to them already, you've made that connection, then go ahead and message them. You don't need to pick up the phone. So active level 1s, we need to have a list of all your active level 1s organized by join date. We're going to start by the ones that have joined the most recently. Okay. That's how you're going to reach out. An example message will be this. Hey, Karen, I know you've been loving your supplements and you're feeling better than ever. With the release of our most recent products, we redesigned a challenge group to share the new info as well as our info on our classic products. It's fun and easy to digest info with fun prize giveaways along the way. Could I add you to this group and help you gather some people to check it out as well? You're asking permission. You want to be able to add them to the group. Okay. If they say, yes, add me, then you say, quote, we're really looking to get as many people in this challenge as possible this month to help educate and share our experiences with our new products. Does anyone come to mind that could benefit from these products? Okay. It's a conversation. You need to have a conversation. Don't give them a whole 2 or 3 paragraphs, the kitchen sink, ask them 4 questions in there. They're going to shut down. They're never going to answer you. You have to take one thing at a time, get in a conversation with them and say that. Or what you could say is, great, could I help you with a really simple way to invite some people to learn more about the benefits of these products? Now, notice how you're talking to a level 1 that loves Plexus. They've either recently gotten started, they got started 6 months ago, whatever the case may be. Okay, maybe even a year ago. Get them in this group and in a conversational way, ask them if they could serve, if they're open to sharing with someone else. And I'm going to put that in the chat box. Do you want me to give you some time so you can message a few people? Let me hear a thumbs up or no, it's okay. Like, which would you like to do? Okay, hang on. Say yes or no, thumbs up or down. Thumbs up. Okay, Laurie, here we go. I'm going to put this in an active level 1. This is to your active level 1. Now remember, change the name. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 or 4 minutes. Go ahead and do that. Send this message to some of your level 1s, okay? That previous message to prospects could work as well. It's up to you what you want to take your time to do right now. Okay, I'm going to set my timer. Okay, I'm going to do 4 minutes. Message away. Okay. We've got our time up. All right, how do we do? Sorry. How do we do? Good? Awesome. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. All righty. So here's a tip. It's okay to copy and paste this message for this task, but you need to personalize it if you can. Some of us have a lot of active level ones, and the object is to just see who is open. You want to just see who's open to being added to this 3-day challenge. Even if they're not yet open to sharing with people, you want them to just get in the group, right? Once you get them in the challenge, then you can follow up later with some follow-up verbiage to see if they could actively start sharing, because we're going to do another one of these next month. Okay. And here's an example follow-up verbiage to someone that at least agrees to go into the group. Okay. Okay. What did you think about the challenge? Now that you've gone through it, can you think of anybody that might benefit from our products? You just have to have that mindset. It's okay to talk to people that love Plexus about talking to others about it. It's really simple. And you just say, look, I'll take all the weight off of your shoulders. I'll do the work for you. All you have to do is share a little bit with someone, bring them to me. I will answer their questions, put them in a 3-way chat. I'll show you some videos we can send them. I will help them join the company. I'll help them join under you, and you get all the commission. I mean, it's really, really simple. If you love people, you offer to help them. And that's how you're going to do it. Just loving on people, planting those little seeds in their mind, because if they're not open to sharing now, they could be down the road, right? So some of us have, now this is for you, those of you out there who have larger teams, okay? Some of us have adopted level ones, meaning the people between you and that person working, there's some people in there and they've quit working. They're just hanging out. So you have a new level one, maybe it's your level 4, and that person is your level 1. Kelly is an example of that. Kelly Wedge. Kelly Wedge is my level 4. I think there's 3 people between us. Am I right? Yeah, Tom, and then Mary, and then her sister, and then Kelly. So Kelly's 4. She's my 4. So essentially she's a 3 to Tom. So those people above her in between us are not working, and that's okay. So you have an adoptive level 1. So Kelly, think about this, because you've got a big team as well. Tina, you've got quite a big team. And you could be thinking about some people that are down in your organization where maybe their sponsor's no longer working and you have adopted them. So in order to gather those folks and encourage duplication on their behalf, we have to offer them some support and love first. Always serve them first. Maybe their sponsor's taken a step back, but they're still loving their products and they order every month. So we need to be reaching out and saying something like this, okay? Hi, Mary. My name is Kate, and I wanted to introduce myself and see how I can help. I see that you've been taking faithfully the XYZ products, meaning you're going to go in and look at their history, see what they've actually ordered, or you can just say products because you know they're ordering. And I have a feeling that you have an incredible story. Could you take just a minute and share your story with me? I would love to hear it. Do you see how that is being interested in them, not being interesting and awesome? It's you being interested in them, wanting to know how you can help, wanting to hear their story, wanting to hear how they are loving Plexus. That's it. And as the conversation continues, you've now begun this conversation. As it continues, you can let them know that we have some new products. We're getting ready to have another one here in a minute. And that we recently redesigned our 3-day challenge. and ask them if they would like to be a part of it. If you could just add them to it. When they say yes, you say great. And I also want to let you know that these groups are open to anyone who is taking the Plexus products or who has a sample in their hands. Have you thought of anybody in your life that could benefit from them as well? Because we can easily get them added in there too. Okay. See how simple it is? It's always helping that person and helping that person help others. And here's a big tip. A lot of us stop with the person that we're working with. That's it. That's where we stop. And we're afraid of seeming pushy, or they once told us that they didn't want to share, so we just don't even ask them. But it is our job to revisit this 3-day challenge. And it's not pushy. It's not a pushy sales group at all. Okay. It's simply a great way to learn more about Plexus, win some fun prizes, and have fun. That's really all it's about. So keep it casual, keep it conversational, keep it super simple. And with that, I'm going to, this is a conversation that you can have with somebody deep down into your team that is not necessarily having, where did it go? I can't even find the thing I'm looking for. There it is. That little menu bar disappears. Like, where did it go? Okay. So somebody that's down in your team, remember, you're going to have to fill in the blank with some of those products they're taking, or you're just going to say, hey, I know you're faithfully taking your products, right? If you don't want to mention them specifically. Remember, always think about duplication. Once you get that conversation started, then you can talk to them about, hey, it's so simple to add some other folks to this group. Remember, it's anybody that's tried Plexus, anybody who has ever had a sample. It's totally fun, free, it's fun giveaways. They can learn about the products. Let me help, because we can easily get them added in there too. And that's what you always focus on, okay? Now, for those of you who have teams, for sure, you're going to have white lines. What is a white line? A white line, we used to have a back office to where all the active ambassadors were greens or blues. Greens were brand new, blues were all the regular ambassadors that were ordering, and the white lines were the ones that had no subscription. Who remembers that old back office? And it was that way until we got this new one. Okay, so I'll still call them white lines. We call them white lines because they went white. So this is active ambassadors, meaning they have a current $39.95 paid up. They've got a current membership paid, but they don't have a subscription and they don't order all the time. And if they do, they don't order 100 PV. I'm going to say it's people that aren't ordering at all. Okay. That means at one point they said yes to Plexus, right? At one point they said yes. So your goal is to be reactivating those white lines and get them to silver. That's right. That's a big, huge goal. Get your white lines and get them activated again and get them to silver. That's a big deal, right? That's fruit that's ripe for the picking. Don't just write off your inactive ambassadors. There are some, we all have them, where we look at our list and we go, that one, no. That one's never going to order again. And because you've tried, you've loved on them, you've served, but it's never going to happen. They're just done. They're done, right? Okay. But there's some that tell you, hey, when I can get this going again, I'll let you know. Or maybe next year I can focus more on my health, or, at some point later down the line, I can get started again. Those are going to be the folks that still love Plexus, but maybe they can't afford it right now. And they make excuses because they don't want to really share with anyone, but they make an excuse. Okay. Those are great people that you can reach out to. So your goal here is to get them reactivated, get them to silver. There's this girl that's on Brooke's team, Brooke Hemingway. This is where I'm getting some of this verbiage. And she is a pro at doing this. Okay. So we're going to do exactly what she does. We're going to say that. All right. So if you've only messaged them about Plexus recently, you're going to have to build that relationship again, form that rapport. Okay. Send them a voice message. I always say send a voice message. If you can't do that, send them a nice text message. But you know what else is better? The phone. Phone's always better. I know it takes a lot more time, but the phone, guys, I'm telling you, if you get on the phone, you make magic happen on the phone. I can't explain it. It is indescribable. The magic happens. Why? Because two people connect on a phone conversation. It's personal. Okay. You're going to have a lot more influence when it's here than when it's here. I cannot explain that to you ever more than that. It is, the magic is here. Okay. So here's your voice message that you're going to take your phone. If you're scared, then send it to yourself. Make a voice message on Messenger and send it to yourself. Open up a message to yourself and send a voice message to yourself. Okay. If you're scared, practice. Then take that and say it, send it to yourself, but then forward it to them. Does that make sense? You're saying, hey, Kate, right? You're not saying, hey, Suzanne. You're saying, hey, Kate, or whoever the person is, send it to yourself, make sure you like it, and then send it on. If you're really scared, you can do that. Okay. So, hey, Kate, I was thinking about you today, and I just wanted to send a message and say happy 2021. I hope you and your family are having a good start to the new year. I'm super thankful for you and the support that you've given me in the past. Do you see what that is doing? That is connecting to your inactive ambassador. Okay. If you want to, you can add in, I know that the products didn't quite work out for you as you had hoped, but a lot has changed with our company since then. And I just want you to know that I'm always here for you if you ever want to give it a shot again. Okay. So here's what I would do. I would do this part. And when you hear back from them and there's a conversation going, you work this part in. Okay. You're just going to get good at having conversations online. Okay. Instead of sending this big 3-paragraph cold message and you get cricket, 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 cricket. You need to learn how to have a conversation with some people online. Keep it conversational, keep it lighthearted, love on people, serve. Your whole reason for messaging someone is to make a connection, put a smile on their face, and serve them, period. Not to get them to do something. Your goal in messaging anyone ever is to love on them, wish them a happy day, let them know you're thinking about them, put a smile on their face, period. Get them to engage with you. If they can engage with you, then you can talk to them and work in your thing. Does that make sense? It's a lot less salesy and not pushy when you do it that way. All right. I know some people out there have white lines. So I'm going to challenge you to go find 5 really good inactive ambassadors that you know are your friends, they love you, or they joined you and they loved Plexus at one point. It's just not working for them right now. They might start it again. You don't know, but you need to keep that connection. Okay. I'm going to challenge you. I want you to send this to somebody. I want you to pick 5 people. If you got 5 people, pick 5 people. Okay. I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. Now, some of you who have not a big team to send this out to, I want you to go prospect some more people. So I want you to go pick 4 more people to send those prospecting. And you know what? Get your voice text going. Send them a voice text. Make sure you're muted. You can do it. Here's this optional add-in. There you go. Hey, 4 minutes is up. How are we doing? Doing okay? Yes?
Good. I think doing the voice messages is it's almost like easier to just send it as a voice thing.
It is.
You know what
It's
I mean?
a lot faster.
I re-listen to mine though because I don't want to sound like oh drab. I want to be you try to talk with a smile on your face, like excited.
I asked, how are we doing? And Tom is in the other room. He's like, we're cold. Yeah, we're cold. All right. Um, okay. Yeah. Almost done. Okay.
Wait, I do like these to do the working Zooms like this because you get it done. You know what I mean? Everybody's there. You're all like you feel like you're in competition. Like here, who's going to do it and get it done?
Yeah. Okay. Now look at this one. There's going to be some white lines that you haven't talked to in a bit, and maybe they didn't give it enough time. Who has those? Oh, I do. I have them where they started and they were excited and we were on the phone and we even made a lunch date. And after they got started, they never responded to another text or a phone call or a message or anything. A voice text that said, hey girl, I really care about you. I really, really want to just help you. And even if you don't want to do Plexus anymore, I would love to hear how you're doing. Or no, they've said nothing. They went into the Witness Protection Agency. Who has those, right? Now, I don't have a ton of them, but we all have a few people that just don't ever talk to us again. I don't know what the deal is. It's a reflection of them. It's not you. If you love well and your intentions are good and you are genuine and you are kind, then it's about them. They have the problem. It's not your problem. So don't take it as a reflection on you. But we all have those people where it just didn't work. Something happened with them. It either didn't work, they quit on themselves, or whatever. All right. Whoever those people are, you think that they might do amazing on our new product, maybe. So they are still ripe for the pickings when we have new product launches. That's when you talk to inactive ambassadors, when there's a new product, right? It's not something they have experience with. This is new stuff, right? Okay. So maybe they don't want to have to deal with die off and detox, or whoever that you know would be great at this opportunity. They just didn't give it a try. You're going to message them something like this. Okay. Hey, Kate, I'm not sure if you've heard, but we just had quite a few new changes with Plexus recently, a new product or two, as well as a redesigned 3-day challenge. I was wondering if you would be willing to take a look, participate in our challenge, and give me some feedback in exchange for a sample of one of our newest products. Okay, I really think this might be a good fit for you, and it can lead you to the results that you were originally looking for. See how this message is serving them. I'd love to have you come in, take a look at this. Let me give you something for free. This is something you've never tried before. You might be excited about it. Okay, what if they've never seen active? What if they quit a year and a half ago? Okay, but they still have a $39.95. Okay, it's still updated in there. They, for some reason, paid it because it just processed on their credit card. So this is a great message you can send. And I love it. So I'm going to put it in the chat. So what if cost was an issue? Then send them a message about how this trial group can help them overcome that cost issue due to its simplicity and duplication, not to mention cost effectiveness, right? And you would love to lead them to a place where they didn't have to pay for their product. Be confident in your message when you send that to them, okay? In your ability to do this using our system, because this is a box we're selling for $19.95. Everybody can lay their hands on 20 bucks. Most people can. Actually, most people can lay their hands on a couple $100 for the most part. if they really needed to, they could get their hands on that. They're going to go and spend it somewhere else anyway. Why don't you show them the value of what this system is? Offer to send them for something for free. And I think it's a great, great idea. Okay, so 10 to 20 white lines that have quit the product that you can reach out to, and I'll type out a message for you. Okay, so here it is. Hey, Kate, I've been thinking a lot about you lately, and I've just always want to keep you in the loop because you matter to me. I want you to feel your best, and we can do that together. Here's the thing. We had a new product launch and the new programs that are designed to really help you support people. We redesigned an info challenge that lasts 3 days, and it starts February the 22nd. Would you consider being part of that group and learning about things like it's your first time? I'd love to send you a free sample in exchange for your feedback about what you learned and experienced. Okay, notice how this is somebody from a long time ago, and you just want to serve them, help them to learn about the new product. You've got a new product that just launched. Maybe there's stuff that they've never seen that's launched even before that. You want to give them a free sample, and you'd love to have them come and join you. Take a look. It's like, I want you to have the opportunity to take a look again. This is great. I know it would serve you. Okay. If you get some yeses to this little comment that you're sending out, add them to the group and then say, hey, do you want to add somebody else that I can send a free sample to? Do you want to add somebody else that I can send a free sample to so that they can experience it as well? Do you see how simple? It's 1 plus more than that. Okay. It's not just you plus 3, it's them plus 3. Always thinking about them plus 3. So it can be a sample. It can be a few samples of a couple of different things. Sometimes you can take the reins of your level 1 the first time and just lead them through it. Now, this Engage app is the best way to send out. With a few clicks, you send a sample. I don't just hand those out to whoever. I want to make sure it's a legitimate person that's really going to do this. Maybe they've put them in a chat with me. Yeah, I think there's this one friend of mine that would really love this. Okay, great. Let's get them a sample. And then I'm going to send them that sample, them and their friend. All right. I just put that out there for you. That's an additional thing that you can send to a white line. Now let's move on to potentials and we'll be done. Okay. Here's some people that you've talked to. They've been interested in Plexus for the last whatever weeks that you've been talking to them, or maybe even months ago. And these are people that you've been building a relationship with, and you want to ask them to be a part of this challenge. So here's an example. Hey, Jess, I really enjoyed getting to know you lately. I'm sure you've noticed in my feed or in my stories that I'm really passionate about natural health and natural solutions. A couple of times a year, we run these 3-day sampling groups where you're able to sample some of our products, learn about the products, and hear stories of people that have had incredible results. I'm wondering, would you be open to joining the sampling group this time around? I'd love to throw a couple samples in the mail for you today. I'm putting together some packages for about 5 other friends, and I'm wondering if I can do the same for you. Okay. Now you're going to use that Engage app. Why not? Because it's a few clicks and you can get a sample out to them. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. I like to send samples myself. I have mailers that I purchase. I go over to Sam's and I buy them in bulk. You can buy the 5x7 ones or the 8x10 ones. You can buy the 10x13 ones. You can buy the even bigger ones. You don't need massive big ones. You just need the smaller ones. Get your, the ones with the bubbles. Okay. Get your business card, get a stick of Slim and attach it to it, and get a stick of Active and stick it in there. It's not hard. You can even, like I used to print up this little slip. I still do it. Like for a stick of Slim and a stick of Active, I send that out and it has little instructions like, here's what you do with the Slim, here's what you do with the Active. put in a 16-ounce bottle of whatever and enjoy it. Make sure you drink it on an empty stomach. Da, da, da. Don't expect results from this. It's just a flavor test taste type thing. See if you like the flavor. You never know. Sometimes people get massive energy from it the first time they ever drink Slim, or they have incredible sleep. I've had it happen so many times. Slim and Active bring quick results. People experience something from it. So it's really fun to send those as samples. That's why we don't have gut health products as our samples, because you're not going to get a quick result with a gut health product. That's long-term results, right? Okay, I'm putting this in the chat. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Here's the thing. When they say yes, you say, awesome, I will put those samples in the mail today. And in the meantime, I have a short video I'd love to send you that explains a little bit more about what the products are all about. And you send them the triplex, you send them the microbiome. Okay. Now, this says Brooke sends them a Slim, an Active, and a Joyome, or a Slim, an Active, and a collagen. We don't have those 3-day packs of collagen anymore. I think we're going to have those added to the app at some point. Okay. So it's going to be impossible to send out samples of collagen. You just can't, because if they're not going to sell that, then there's no way to do it. You can send out samples of the Joyome serums, and they're always going to have that. Okay. They're always going to have Slim. You can always just buy a whole bag of Slim, take it yourself, and have half of it for samples that you're going to use. I mean, I buy a bag of Slim and keep it around for samples. That's what I do. Keep them in your purse, hand them out to people that you're talking to, making friends, Facebook friend them, give them a sample with your business card, and follow up. So you can just do the Slim, the collagen, or the Slim Active. At least 2 things would be nice. If you're not going to do 2 things, then send them one double sample of Slim or 1 double sample of Active. Okay. Easiest way to do it is through the Engage app. Just get their mailing address, their email, and their phone number, and input that info into the Engage app and send their sample away quickly. Let me give you another message. Hey, Becky, I'm putting together a few packages for 5 other friends that are taking part in my sampling group next week. And I thought of you. Maybe you've seen me talk about my natural health solutions and what they've done for me. But if not, that's a great chance for you to see what it's all about. Would it be okay if I also popped a few samples in the mail for you? Okay. Who doesn't want free? That's my question. Who doesn't want free? If they don't want free, that's their problem. Okay. So here's also a really great idea for a voice message. All right. Hey, Juliana, I just want to say hi and reach out to you because I'm doing a little sampling challenge where I'm sharing about products that have really changed my life in such a profound way. I'd love to send you some samples today if you're open to that. They are free. And I'd love to put you in this 3-day group to check out a little bit more information about what these products have done for me and so many other people. What do you think? Would you like to join us in the group and try these free samples? Who can you imagine a voice text? Like, get on a voice text and put that out there. Who doesn't want free? Okay, you're going to hear back from those people. All right. Keep it simple. It's free. They're not going to say, most of the time, people don't say no to free, right? You're going to get them exposed to Plexus. They're going to take a sip of the pink drink and boom, the door is open. All right. And if they don't join you this month, maybe they'll join you a few months down the road. But if you get this sampling thing going, now you have people who you can invite to the event. You can invite to join the next IF challenge, right? You can serve them, love them, you know? Okay. So when they say yes, you say, okay, great. I will send those out today. What I'm going to do is send you 1 sample of 4 of my favorite products. If you're going to send all 4, okay. Some people don't do that. And okay, what are the 4? Lean, Active, Metaburn. If you're not going to do that, or Lean, Active, Joyome, Slim. Okay, while you're waiting for them, should be about 2 or 3 days, I'm going to send you a few short videos about the science behind them. I'll go ahead and add you to the group right now. All you have to do is accept the invite. I can't wait to hear what you think. Okay, so how many samples? It's up to you. What do you send them? It's up to you. If you're going to do it through the app, give them one 2-day sample of something. Okay. If you're going to send it yourself, keep the samples on hand and send them whatever it is that you think that they would like the most. Slim active, slim lean. Okay. I like getting people on slim because slim is a massive, huge health product for weight loss, energy, sleep, blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, all the stuff, brain function, depression, anxiety, calmness, everything. It's amazing. Okay. I'm going to post this stuff. We've been on here for more than an hour. Remember, if you use the Engage app, just go and send them one of the 2-day samples. All right. Just pick out what you want to do. Send them a screenshot to our group. What I like to do is in the instant message with Messenger, I literally send them a link to our group so that they click on that group and join the group from the message. Okay. They don't have to go over to Facebook and look in their notifications and try to figure out where is this? I don't know anything. A lot of people don't know a lot about Facebook. There's some people that just don't. So send them a direct link to the group in the Messenger chat that you're in with them. Okay, so great. I have those samples ready to send you for today. Here's an upsell. There's always an upsell, okay? So think duplication and think upsell. I have those samples ready to send you for free, but hey, keep this in mind. Would you like to do a full 3-day sampling of the system? It costs only $20. Which would you like to do? The free or the $20? You get 4 products for 3 days. Amazing. Let's shoot for 6 of those messages and you can get those out. We are really pushing past this hour thing. You wanted me to keep going? Yes, no. You want me to stop so you can send some messages?
I think we should go through whatever other messages you have.
Okay. We got a few more. So we've got some folks from the last challenge that might have joined us, because if you've been doing this before, like me, you have previous challenge participants. Who keeps a record of their former challenge participants? Who keeps a record of the people that have sampled the product? I do. Voice messages. That's what you're going to do here. Look through your people that have been sampling. Okay. And go back and voice message them and say this. Hey, Mary, I hope you're having an incredible month so far. I was just thinking about you and how thankful I am for your friendship and just how thankful I am that you've been willing to try Plexus in the past. I know you participated in a challenge a while ago, and at that time you decided not to join. Honestly, I was not ready to join after my first exposure either. It took me about a year before I decided to say yes to Plexus. And so I was thinking about you today. I really thought we should revisit this conversation. Remember, this is all in a voice text. Over the last year, we've come out with some new products and systems to help people be successful on their health goals. And I wonder if you'd be willing to participate in our 3-day sampling group that starts Monday. We have some new products that you can sample, new information, and a lot more stories about how people have had great success in these 4 products together. If I sent you a sample of something new, would you be open to taking a second look? Okay. Now, that is a good message to send to a previous sampler. Maybe all they've tried is Plexus Slim. Now's your chance to get lean and active in their hands, right? Let them try it. What about some new joins? Okay, this is any ambassador that's on your team in the last 2 or 3 months. They're loving their products, but they're not in this challenge. Okay, here's what you're going to do. I'm so excited for you to be getting started this week or whenever. I'm so excited that you are getting started on Plexus. That's what you're going to say. And your products will be arriving soon, whatever the case may be. Reword that to make it fit them. And we will get you up and running. You're going to love this so much. And as you start feeling better, other people are going to be curious about what you're doing. We have this 3-day info group starting next Monday, and it would be so good for you to learn about the products and hear the stories in there. I have a feeling that you've already thought of others that could benefit from this group as well. And it's open to anyone. Can I help you gather a few friends to learn about this next week with you? Simple. New joins. Voice text. Have them hear your passion. That's it. Okay. I am going to take, if you want to get that verbiage out of there, go ahead and do that while I'm talking. We can have a Q&A if anyone has any questions or comments or anything like that. We've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. It's a long time. This challenge group is a system for duplication, and it's a great place to get people going. So I will talk about the new product in there for sure. We're going to have that event. I'm going to shoot for having that event on Sunday night. I think that'll work. Question, comment, ideas, epiphanies.
Wait, I was trying to take pictures of all the verbiage.
Take it. I'm going to put it up there tonight. It's going to get on the team page tonight.
Okay.
Okay, with the recording.
I've been copying and pasting it into my Google Docs, so I have all the verbiage.
Good for you, girl.
Well, I was trying to do talked notes and get it in the notes, but my words weren't pronounced. Maybe it's, I have Invisaligns on, so I don't think I was pronouncing. I'm reading it back and I'm like, what? That don't sound right.
Oh, funny.
I'm excited for the challenge though.
It's going to be good.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I guess everybody's tired. Wait.
I'm going to shut off the recording. If anyone has any questions, we can talk then, because I think the recording has been going on for quite some time. So thank you guys for joining us. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below this replay. If you're watching the replay, message your ambassador that added you, message me. If you have questions, we will get them answered and make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Love you guys.